population. Bile voleva? Esse era o Neyse. Neyse evler. Evler bagası. Volalina. Volatilesi. Volapam. Bu fue sempre. Plafna? Tu ولا منيلة plafna? Ablagab. Se puede. Se puede hacer. Lo flimbuesi. Oh. C'est vrai que c'est vrai. C'est vrai.
Hello and welcome to, I guess, the final episode of the questionable renovations. Please sorry if you hear some noise. It's raining outside. So yeah, I know I'm supposed to voice over this stuff, and here I am, finally doing it. But in my defense, I want to say that first, I'm super insecure about my accent. Second, I'm not actually used to speaking English, like I'm more into texting. And third, I have no idea what to talk about. So yeah, this is the last episode, as I said. There was supposed to be many more of them. I had a whole neighborhood of ugly houses I wanted to rebuild that I've built long ago. I live in a city and my sister lives in the suburbs, and there are so many pretty houses in her area, so I used to walk around with my camera taking pics and then trying to recreate them in The Sims, and let me tell you, I was not good at all. Like, I can't say my skills became drastically better, but at least now I have a bit clearer idea of what I'm trying to do. So one day I was like, okay, I have this huge pile of houses I want to rebuild. Why not film that? I've always wanted to make The Sims videos, Machinima specifically, and I also enjoy watching Speedbuild, so why not doing that as well? And then I kinda mixed together the concepts of a Speedbuild and a Machinima, and here I am. I don't think I've seen anyone doing that kind of stuff, and I have no idea if that's gonna work out, but honestly I don't really care. Like, as long as it's fun, I'm up for it. Making this whole thing, this so-called show, was tons of fun, and everything was so random. Like, the idea itself was random, and the first episode was made in like one evening. Plus I got a chance to test out my editing skills before I'll get to finally make the Machinimas, and trust me, there's a lot of stuff going on there in my head, so at least I'm gonna be a little bit prepared. Okay, so as I said, there was supposed to be a whole ton of episodes, but unfortunately, or maybe not actually, because I'm not sure if I could do this thing for a long time. Like, I'd simply run out of ideas for the plot twists. I kinda lost that neighborhood. Like, I'm still pretty sure it's still somewhere out there in my files, but I couldn't find it yet. I don't know, maybe I'll dig it out later and then figure out what to do with it. Bring Jerry the Renovator back. Speaking of which, he's gonna be back. This is not the end of his story. I'm quite sure he'll be back someday, and I already know how and when, but no spoilers there. So luckily I've had a bunch of buildings I've made for some of the Machinimas long time ago and decided to work with them. Those Machinimas were never, not like finished, they weren't even started. I haven't even started to working on them, but maybe someday. So Wendy's, Edwin's, and I think Eve's houses were built for a Machinima that was supposed to take place in the 1940s, and Hugo's and that last house, which I wish you could see before it got ruined by missing custom content, because I was very proud of it. They were built for a project that is actually next on my sort of filming to-do list, and then this house you're seeing right now was built by my nephew recently. Like, I literally came to him and said, hey, I ran out of the houses to make videos about, can you build me one? Because I know he had never built anything in The Sims, and he actually barely ever played the game itself, so I was sure there would be plenty of work for me to do there. But I still think he did a good job for the first time, so huge thanks to him. this house was probably the most fun to do, because since the Sims Jerry is kinda based on me, which at this point I think is kinda obvious. And actually that is kind of a coincidence, because originally I had no intentions of making myself a star of my own so-called show. But it ended up being this way. I still don't know how that happened. But okay, I guess. So basically I just built a place that I personally wouldn't mind living in myself. Or maybe not, I don't know. I like colorful stuff, but I think I'll get tired of it pretty quickly. But I think this guy would be happy to stay here, especially after almost getting killed. So I'm really glad I don't have to follow any specific styles here. I mean, it's not like I've been doing that before, but hey, at least I tried, eh? But here I just let my imagination flow, and here we are. Oh, and by the way, if you're wondering why I'm using The Sims 2 and not the later games, I'm simply more used to it because I've been playing this game since 2008, if I'm not wrong, and I just don't see the point of moving somewhere else. I mean, I know pretty much, I think, all of the tips for building something nice here, and I don't know, I guess I'm too lazy to starting something new. I mean, I can build in The Sims 3, and I found it a bit easier there, but I don't know, for some reason The Sims 3 is just so laggy in my computer. I don't know why, maybe because of all the whole open world stuff, and no matter what I do it's still laggy. So that's definitely not an option for me, and The Sims 4 is just not my thing. I mean, I like the create a sim thing they have there, but the rest of it is just it's just not for me. So yeah, I guess I've said everything I wanted to say, so I'm gonna leave y'all here and go and do, I don't know, something else. So, by the way, I'm quite sure I'm gonna do some more speed builds in the future, like not the renovations, just the regular ones. I already have a couple ideas, and I'm quite excited to try filming me building something from the start this time. I honestly thought the script would take much longer time, because as far as I remember, I was supposed to make text that would last for at least 15 minutes, but right now it's like 5. Well, okay, this is my first voiceover, so don't judge me. Laters.